4 men who were removed from an American Airlines flight are suing the company for discrimination. The passengers in question, 3 Muslims and a Sikh, claimed they were asked to get off the plane because the captain felt they were a risk. All 4 of the men are US citizens. They were on their way home to New York and originally booked different flights before deciding they wanted to fly together. The group's lawyer told us the rest of the story.
Everyone boarded the flight. Luggage was stowed, carry-on was stowed, they were settled in. Moments later, after 2 of them had fallen asleep, stewardess approached in a very hectic and dramatic manner, asked him to get off the flight. It was so dramatic and surprising that he actually thought it was an emergency and he just ran off the flight. And then the stewardess had told him, no, go back and get your belongings. Once he was told to get off the flight, his other friend was told to get off the flight that was also sitting in business class. The stewardess then went back in and removed the other 2 plaintiffs from the flight as well, who were sitting in the coach class. And then the stewardess and flight crew refused to give them any information as to why they were requesting that they remove themselves from the aircraft. The agent basically told them that their travel behavior and the travel changes were suspicious, namely the upgrade to business class and the change of flight so that the friends can fly together is what made the flight crew uneasy.
Well, the airline has so far declined to comment on the matter. Its website, though, explains how the company endorses a zero-tolerance approach to any kind of discrimination. But that's not stopped a barrage of anger from appearing online. In the past 6 months, American Airlines has twice been caught up in discrimination claims. Last August, a number of black employees claimed they'd been subjected to racial taunts. And in November, 2 people were removed from a Boston flight because the crew were concerned with their behavior, although no charges were filed over that. Claims of Islamophobia have prompted people to boycott other airlines in the past over questionable actions towards Muslim passengers. A gunman has killed 4 people at 2 locations, including a school in central Canada. Witnesses say the shooter fired 6 or 7 shots at the school, which has almost 900 students and staff. It's still unclear whether any pupils are among the victims. It's being reported that the suspect killed his 2 brothers at his house before making his way to the school in a remote village. Police say a male is in custody. It's thought to be Canada's worst school shooting in a decade. In Gaza, there have been clashes between Palestinians and the Israeli Defense Forces, which have left 33 protesters injured. They burned tyres and threw rocks at the IDF, who was stationed at a checkpoint. According to reports, at least 15 Palestinians were wounded by live bullets. Violence in the region's escalated between the 2 groups since September. Haiti's second round of presidential elections have been postponed for the 3rd time, sparking protests in the capital. Hundreds of demonstrators blocked roads, calling on the president to quit. The government's accused of manipulating the results since the first round of elections last October. Greek farmers blocked major roads and ferry ports along the country's border, using tractors and trucks in protest against pension reforms. The road connecting Greece and Bulgaria was brought to a standstill. The demonstration is the latest stand against the leftist coalition government's latest austerity measures. Up next, as we told you earlier, it's going underground. Afshin Rattansi talks to Labour Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell. If you're watching us in Britain and Ireland, though, the Palestinian conflict is the focus of Sputnik.